Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. I am Yo Spiritual Bestie, Ciara. And I want to start by saying if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back, baby. Let's settle down and see what's going on for you. This reading is going to be dedicated to your connections at this time. So that's you, your connections, how you show up in your connections versus how those connections show up for you and how those connections might make you feel. So I know we're doing it a little different, and I feel like I said that every reading, but you know what? I'm having such a fun time with tarot, doing readings, talking to you guys and getting connected. So let's just keep doing that, right? Let's keep doing different things and trying different things and seeing what works, what doesn't work, and like falling in love with spirit, honestly. Like falling in love with our own life and our divine path. So anyway, just want to let you know we're going to start with some tarot. And then we're going to also dive into your connections coming in towards you on this side. And then we're going to do some love connections, business, money, career, finance connections. All right, let's get straight into it, Virgo. All right, for Virgo, what is their overall energy and their connections? How are they showing up at this time for Virgo? Okay, so first and foremost, I'm laughing. I want to laugh. Well, I'm going to laugh. I'm laughing because Virgo, I just did Capricorn reading like always, and they actually showed up as the Two of Wands and you're showing up as the Three. So it's just kind of funny. All right, what connections are coming in for Virgo? They're knocking on Virgo's door. What are these connections? What is coming in? Okay. What's coming in for Virgo? Connections. Okay. I'm gonna have to maybe fix it, but we'll see in a minute. I think that's too high. All right, let's pull that down. There we go, a little bit better. And then can I have 2 more cards, please, for connections coming towards Virgo? They're coming towards Virgo. What does Virgo need to know about these connections? All right. Oh my God, Virgo. This reading is absolutely stunning. First and foremost, I want to start by saying that this reading is breathtaking. We're going to talk about it because I have so much to say, obviously. You have Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. That's all. No, it's not. That's all. Ace of Wands is literally out with you and with the new energy. It is fiery. It is fun. It's desire. It's a spark for life. It's a spark. It's energy, right? It's a spark for something. It's just a spark. It makes you excited. It gets you up and out of the bed in the morning, right? We're going to talk about all the other ones, but I want to get your love connections and your business connections out next. I am switching decks. I'm going to be using the Marvel deck for you, Virgo. So for love, for Virgo, love and romance connections. Okay. Interesting. 9 of Swords. And I say interesting because when I was doing the pre-shuffle, I kept getting the 9 of Swords for Virgo. So one more for Virgo for love, romance. What can they expect? Oh, Knight of Wands. That's actually beautiful. I like that. All right. Can I get 2 cards, please, for money, career, business connections? What do they look like, business? Okay, Page of Wands. Okay. Ace of Cups. That's so interesting for business. I like it. I like it. You have the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That is an ending. It's dead, done, over with. So there is something ending and something new happening with this Ace of Wands. And I'm excited. So let's talk about it, Virgo. All right, so you first and foremost are showing up as this 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is a card of expansion. It is a card of waiting for your ships to come in. It is a kind of a waiting period energy. It's like you're almost there, but not quite there yet. But with the 3 of Wands, it is a card of organizing, expansion. I'm hearing like delegating, right? A 3 of Wands technically isn't listed as delegation. But when I think about like making sure everything is good, organizing, it's almost like you're making sure everything is good to expand, right? That to-do list, your check-off list, you're checking things off, making sure everything is according to plan so you can expand. And I feel like you're in a very big, expansive energy at this time, Virgo. You are very sure of yourself. You know you want more. I'm hearing you know you deserve more. You're definitely kind of in this energy of I won't settle, which I absolutely love. I feel like maybe you have settled in the past, but you're not letting yourself settle anymore. I'm also getting a lot of anticipation energy with this Three of Wands. Like I could taste it on my tongue. That's what I'm hearing. I could taste it on my tongue. So there's a little bit of expectation here. We are going to clarify this side, not this side. Unfortunately, we'll just kind of go, we'll see, Virgo. Sometimes if I get nosy, I'll clarify this side, but we're just going to clarify this side, and we'll talk a little bit more because I do want to clarify the Three of Wands to get more information. But let's see what else is coming towards you. This is you, and this is what's coming towards you at this time. So what's coming towards you is the Six of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Wands. All right, let's talk about it. Three of Swords is that card of moving away from the conflict, right? Moving away from the storm clouds, moving away from the storm clouds and going towards calmer shores, going towards peace. I was going to say prosperity even, but I meant tranquility actually. And I'm also hearing harmony. I feel like that's all you want in life is peace, harmony, and tranquility. And you want to feel like yourself again. That's what I'm hearing. With the Six of Swords, though, these swords are lessons learned, right, from the past situations. It's saying, I learned my lesson. I'm moving forward now with these lessons learned towards something new, right? Technically, if you really think about it, the Six of Swords is like that in-between card before you get to your new beginning. It's the travel card leading to your destination. And it feels like with this connection here with the Six of Swords, you could be moving away from a connection and deciding, like I said, Three of Wands, that you want to find something that's more calmer, right? That's more better suited for you. You could be deciding that you want something that is a little bit more stable. Four of Pentacles, right? With the Four of Pentacles, we will clarify because the Four of Pentacles, yes, can talk about a scarcity with money, a scarcity mindset, but it is a card of wanting stability at all costs. The downside with the Four of Pentacles is whenever you hold on too tightly, sometimes you don't leave room for spirit, for the universe, for God to give you more, to show you more, because you're so big on stability, stability, stability. But I do think Virgo's in a time now where all they want is stability. All they want is peace. All they want is balance in their life. It definitely feels like I'm seeing a beam and someone standing across like a beam and walking across it. And they're just trying to balance themselves. And they just want to get through the balancing act so they can get to stable ground. With the Judgment here, I was going to say, because these are all connections coming towards you. With the Four of Pentacles, could be something coming towards you regarding stability, right? Or maybe someone wanted to come towards you to get more stability. We will have to clarify that. With the Judgment, that's out of the old in with the new. Same as the Ace of Wands. It is a card of something being dead and over with and something new happening. Could be a second chance, right? Because they're coming out of a coffin. Could be a rekindling of a relationship or a connection. But this also could be you understanding a connection better. I'm hearing Judgment is not necessarily reconciliation. I mean, it can because it's a judgment call. I feel like there's a connection that needs a judgment call. I'm hearing it needs your, not assistance, it needs your, not stamp of approval. What am I trying to say? It needs your eyes on it. That's not the word that it's on the tip of, the word is on the tip of my tongue, but it needs your eyes on it. It needs your attention. Oof. I know that's such an easy word. It needs your attention at this time, delegation at this time. There is a connection that needs to be reevaluated for the better. Same with the Six of Swords. I do feel like the difference with that, though, is Six of Swords is just you're taking the lessons and you're moving on. Judgment is there is something that's dead that's coming back to life again, but it's new energy though. It also could be like you deciding to trust in connections again. Because I know this is supposed to be connections coming towards you, but for this Judgment card, it feels kind of like almost like someone, you know what I heard? I heard someone gives you hope again in the connection. And you know what? This technically doesn't have to be someone old. It could be for some of you, right? Like I said, a reconciliation, a restarting, a rekindling. But for some of you, this could be someone new. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you have a best friend and it's 10 of Swords, right? Dead, done, over with, right? And it was put in the coffin and you decide, I don't ever want to experience a best friend again, right? You've kind of given up on sharing that side of yourself. And Spirit is actually opening up a coffin to someone new coming in. And they're like, I know you said that you were done with friendships, but this person is it. You know what I mean? So for some of you, it could be a rekindling, but for some of you, this could be a new connection that's giving you hope again in connections. I hope that makes sense. Queen of Wands. I love that coming towards you. Queen of Wands is a card of following the sun, following passions, following their heart. And the fact that that's a connection coming towards you, it's beautiful. This is someone who loves themselves, love happiness, love peace. They're very big on passions and goals. They're very big on doing what's best for them. But I feel like because maybe both of you are in that energy, it helps. It almost is like a piggyback energy. This person could also be inspiring you, giving you courage. I'm hearing, telling you to enjoy happiness more, do things that you enjoy more. This definitely could be someone who has enjoyed life and they want to show you how you can also enjoy life, right? Especially with this Ace of Wands. Like I said, out with and with the new, it definitely feels like a connection's coming in to shake up your life again. And it's like, it feels very much like you didn't expect it, or you never thought you would want that. Or like not that you don't want it. How do I put this? It feels very much like you never, like after that one bad taste in your mouth, you kind of decided you don't ever want to experience something like that again. You know what I mean? So you're kind of just deciding, wow, this person comes in and they're exactly what I would have wanted. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what? It's crazy because it feels like with this connection, it almost feels a little addictive for me. Like, it feels like, not in a bad way. It feels like almost like you guys just gravitate to each other. Like, you can't help but gravitate to each other. We'll talk about this next, but we're going to clarify this first. So, why the Three of Wands for Virgo? So I'm trying to flip. I think it was the Nine of Pentacles. The Devil. Okay, that's crazy. Not crazy. I was going to say funny, but then I didn't think you guys would like that. So, the reason why I said that is because when I was shuffling, the Devil kept coming out. And I was like, what is this? All right, so Three of Wands, the Devil. We might have to clarify this Devil just because I'm kind of confused on what Spirit is saying. The Devil can be like your shadows, like your shadow self, can be attachments, codependency, addictions, restrictions, can be like temptation, seduction, sexuality. You could be in a very like tempting time, like a tempting energy, seducing people left and right. I don't know. It feels very much like you could be in a very seductive energy, Virgo. But let's see. Why the Devil for the Three of Wands? Why the Devil, Spirit? What is this Devil energy here? Ooh, Ten of Wands. Yeah. So, not something great. Maybe you're waiting for something to end. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom, which is lovely. So, to clarify it, we got the Three of Wands, right? The Three of Wands is your overall energy, which is a card of waiting for your ships to come in, expansion, growth, right? And then we got the Devil, and then the Ten of Wands. I feel like there's definitely something toxic that has happened in the past or is continuing to happen, and it's been overburdensome for you. And I feel like you're waiting for it to end. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is that card of like too many responsibilities, burdensome, tired. Some of you could be exhausted or tired or feel like you're working too much. And I'm hearing you're just waiting for it to end. And I don't know if for some of you, you could be in like a trial period where you have to do something within a certain amount of time. Some of you could be talking to someone and you're just like, the connection is not there. So you're just wanting to end it. Some of you could also be ending connections abruptly. Please be careful with ending connections abruptly. Just please make sure that you're like really, how do I put it? I was going to say delegating with yourself and with the person. Try to at least give some kind of conversation, right? I'm not saying that if the person, like if you've been talking for months and they just haven't gotten it, then fine, whatever. Like that's on them. I just mean that there might be a need. It might make you feel better if you experience some kind of reconciliation. Doesn't mean you have to do it with the connection. It means you can even do it with yourself. Right? I also got the Ten of Swords on the bottom here. So something is dead done over with. And it's been painful, Virgo. And you know what else? For some of you, you could have had addictions, Virgo. Addictions, codependency, right? Something toxic within your energy when it came to connections. And you're realizing how toxic they are. And you're cutting them out and you're ending them. And you're realizing, and it's so funny with that Three of Wands. It feels like, you know what I just saw? These 10 of Wands, I feel like you're like destroying out those extra responsibilities. And now you only have 3 Wands and you feel much lighter. So for some of you, you could be cutting out a toxic codependency, addiction, temptation, something within yourself that you're aware of, and you're cutting the cords on it. And then for some of you, you could have had someone in your energy that was not suiting you. And it's made you exhausted, tired, overworked, overburdened, and you're ending it. Whatever the toxic thing that is attached to you that's made you feel so heavy, it's coming to a close. But I feel like it hasn't, 10 of tens in the tarot, because we got a 10 and a 10. So you could be seeing 10. Yeah. Ooh, 10 of Swords on the bottom of this deck too. Sorry. Earlier today, I don't know if you remember, I said 10 of Swords here in my Marvel deck. So yeah, something is definitely dead done over with, but it feels like this is something that has been dead that you're allowing to actually rest, like leave your life. Anyway, let's keep going. Why the 6 of Swords for Virgo? For connections. Queen of Wands. I like that. Why the 4 of Pentacles? For Virgo, for the connections coming in. What's this 4 of Pentacles connection? Interesting. All right. Why the Judgment for Virgo? Okay. Page of Swords. Okay. And lastly, why the Queen of Wands for Virgo's connections? Queen of Wands connections. Oh, I like that. Oh, look at that. 10 of Cups. And then you got the King of Wands at the bottom. King and Queen of Wands. Another Queen of Wands. Divine counterparts, if I do say so myself. Anyway. So, it's funny. It almost feels like these are connected, right? Because this is the Queen of Wands. But the Queen of Wands is also clarifying the 6 of Swords. So, I did mention that there might be a connection that's moving away. Either moving away from something else and coming towards calmer shores. You could be moving away and coming towards calmer shores. It feels like this Queen of Wands is a connection that's coming in, though. It feels like something has ended and it's been put to rest within you. And this person feels like they're coming towards you with that 6 of Swords, right? Because if you hear screaming, there's children like right outside my window. Virgo. I promise I'm not doing anything weird. Okay. All right. It feels like maybe this Queen of Swords have also experienced some type of life as well. May have also experienced some issues with connections and people. But it also could not be, right? I'm thinking, if anything, you'll have to see how it resonates, but it definitely feels like a new connection. And it feels like either they're moving towards you or you're moving towards them. But I'm seeing you guys meet in the middle, right? With the 4 of Pentacles, with the connections and the 8 of Swords, you could be really worried about stability within the connections, or someone could be worried about the stability within your connection with you. They could, you know what I heard? I'm seeing like someone calling and texting you and you're just not available. And it's making them feel a bit blindsided. They're like, I don't know what to do. Virgo has always been the one to answer my calls. Virgo's always been on my side. Virgo's always helped with these responsibilities. How come she's not helping no more? Someone could be feeling a little put out, right? Or feeling like their side is not being heard. They could be in a very emotionally negative place. And all they want is stability with you with the Four of Pentacles. And it feels like, I feel like they want to stay in your life. They just don't know how to, they don't, how do I put this? They want to just be a stable force within your life, but I don't think they are confident enough to be that for you. Is what I'm trying to say, Virgo. All right, Page of Swords, which is super interesting here with that, the Judgment, right? With the page, right? Pages in the tarot are new energy. They're new energy. Can be messages coming in. So you could be getting a message coming in towards you regarding an opportunity, right? Regarding a connection that may have been done over with. For some of you, this could be a friend or a person that you, and I'm feeling like this is something that ended a long time ago, or like like when you have friends in high school and you like leave, you go do life, and then you run into someone from high school. That's what it feels like. And they like want to reconnect with you or want to try to speak with you. It also, but with the Judgment card, it definitely feels like someone left your life and they're trying to come back in for some of you. For some of you, like I said, this could be you've given up on connections. Like, I'll even give you an example, like the earlier one with the friend. And this could be someone new. Pages, like I said, new energy. Could be reaching out and being like, hey, I would love to collab with you. I love to speak with you. I'm inspired by you. I find you interesting. You know, I almost said I find you attractive. Right? For some of you, this could be a conversation, but it definitely feels like you're sparking some kind of inspiration in someone to come towards you. And they're wanting to see what it's really like to be in that connection with you, Virgo. Like I said, for some of you, this could even be someone just reaching out and apologizing. Someone also could be, I hate to go in that direction, but if this is someone who's like a connection that's ended and they're trying to get a second chance, they could be watching you on social media. Page of Swords is like that social media card, right? They could be watching you, creating fake handles to keep an eye out on you. It doesn't feel malicious though. It just feels like they don't want to end something. They want to keep, they want you to consider reconnecting with them, redoing something with them, becoming more with them. But that's only if the reconnection or the reconciliation resonates for you, Virgo. If not, it definitely feels more like a new connection. But someone who, I'm hearing like they may have ran across your TikTok or your page and they're just instantly attracted to the vibe, right? And they're not attractive in like just a romantic way, but they find you intriguing and they want, and I'm seeing someone who maybe just like deep dives into like a rabbit hole of just you. I know that sounds crazy. Not like You, the TV show. But it feels like you inspire someone and they're interested. All right, 10 of Cups with the Queen of Wands. Like I said earlier, that Queen of Wands just feels like divine. And with the fact that the King of Wands was on the bottom of the deck here, is insane to me. Definitely could be a counterpart. Could be something new with love. Because I do have to bring that up. And it could be someone wanting to actually have something real with you. 10 of Cups can be like a divine love, harmony. Can be like a blissful relationship. It is happy home, happy life, right? It's choosing to be happy with what you have and being grateful and then receiving even more abundance. It is an abundant card. You got a lot of 10s here. So your connections are definitely shifting and changing. And also some new energy. So it feels like a lot of your connections are ending or transforming, I should say, Virgo. But let's continue on for your love. So for your love, you got 9 of Swords, Knight of Wands. I won't lie, that 9 of Swords is so interesting to me. So 9 of Swords is that card of a never-ending nightmare. So in love, you could be feeling a bit, like I said earlier, you could be feeling like you're just done with love. You're done with those connections. You're done trying. You're done. And you could be in this never-ending nightmare of feeling like you'll never get what you've always wanted. But with the Knight of Wands here, that's fiery energy, right? That is someone coming in, a connection coming in that sparks an interest, sparks a desire. I mean, it sparks a conversation. This definitely feels like someone who's going to come in and, how do I put this? You ever like meet someone and it's like, there's no way I'll forever forget them? That's what it feels like. It just feels like there's no way you'll ever forget who they are or them in general. Like you just won't. You won't be able to. And it feels very much like whoever this person is that's coming in really sparks some kind of interest and desire within you, Virgo. And with the Nine of Wands, you might be a little, Nine of Swords, you might be a little worried about it. About that connection, about if you're ready to take that leap of faith again. But that's something you'll have to decide on your own, Virgo. Lastly, in business, money, finance, you had Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. Page of Wands is actually absolutely beautiful, right? That's a message page. Like I said, new energy, right? Pages. But it could be a message. So the connection is a message could be coming in regarding business, right? Regarding an interview, regarding a new position, a promotion. I'm here to fire it up. So you could be getting some new information at this time, Virgo, that fires you up in a good way, right? It makes you want to do more, to be more. And the fact that it's paired with this Ace of Cups, absolutely beautiful. Could be something that makes you feel very fulfilled, very whole, very stable, right? Ace of Cups is that card of ultimate fulfillment and joy. It is the card. It can be a card of love, yes. But when we're talking about business, money, finance, it feels like you're just going to get some good news that's going to make you feel overwhelming joy and happiness. So Virgo, be on the lookout for that connection. Be on the lookout for some good news that's really going to spark something within you. And like the fact that we got an Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups here. Like I said, Ace of Wands was at the bottom of this deck here. Is absolutely stunning. So there's a lot of out with you in with the new energy. And there's a lot of fulfillment and joy and happiness for you. So we are going to end it with a Moonology Oracle for you, Virgo. So for Virgo, for their connections, what do they need to know, Spirit? All right. I feel like Virgo always gets this one, but we're going to take it because that's what Spirit is telling us again. All right. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. All right. So with that new moon in Leo, I feel like you're entering a very confident phase in your life. You know what I mean? I feel like you're getting very confident, but feeling very grounded and stable. But I feel like there is a lot of like in and out of energy, like in and out of energies and connections in your life. But confidence is very important for you at this time with your connections. Be confident in your connections. You know what I'm also hearing? There might be a need for you to really be confident in your connections because you know your worth now. And because you know your worth, right? Because you know what you deserve, you're cutting ties on things that just no longer serve you, Virgo. All right, so some additional messages for this new moon in Leo. Shine your light. I love that. It's time for you to show the world what you've got. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You've earned it. And also, you've turned someone's head. Didn't I say that you're going to be sparking someone's interest and like literally inspiring someone, Virgo? So you might, like I said, I already said this. You're definitely going to be sparking some interest and really making yourself known. Your presence are going to be very known. Your name is going to be mentioned in rooms before you even enter, Virgo. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you enjoyed a little info about your connections and how you're showing up in your connections. If you like this reading or if it resonated, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, baby. Let's become spiritual besties together so we can grow the channel, right? Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. And if anything, I'll see you in my next reading. Bye, my love.